Hello friends, welcome to the ADSUS Technical Campus. We have started the topic that is finding transfer function using Mason's gain formula. In previous lecture we have completed the what are the steps for finding the transfer function using Mason's gain formula, and we have seen one example on this also. Today let's see next example, because if you do the more practice on this example, then and then only you will easily solve this problem. So you have to do more practice for this example. So let's see today's problem. So this is the one signal flow graph is given, and you have to find the transfer function gain for this signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula. So first step is in that obtain all forward path. In previous lecture we have already seen what are the steps. So first step in that is obtain forward path. You have to first find total number of forward path in this diagram. So here forward path is path starting from input to the output. So this is one forward path. So the forward path F1 will be multiplication of all the gain present on that path. So 1 into G1, G2, G3 and G4. So G1, G2, G3 and G4. Now let's see whether another forward path is present or not. So here starting from here this and this, because you are seeing that this arrow is towards that direction. So finding path, look at the arrow. So starting from this and ending at this. So here two forward paths are present. So gain will be 1 into G1, G5, 1. So G1 into G5. So there is only two forward path from starting from input to the output. Now next step is, after finding forward path, obtain total number of single loop. Find total number of single loop present in that diagram. Obtain total number of single loop. So here single loop is denoted by letter L11. Here first one stands for first loop, second loop, and second one stands for, that is for single loop. Means here second substitution will always 1 for single loop, and according to number first substitution get changed. So find the single loop. Single loop means the loop which do not touching to another loop. So this is first loop, that is G1, G2, that. So this is completing. Look at the arrow. This is starting from this arrow direction is here and this. So first loop is G1, G2 into minus H3. So the gain will become minus G1, G2, H3. Now next, second single loop. So that's why it is second single loop, means 2 stand for second and 1 stand for single loop. So here you are looking that G2, G3 and this minus H2. So the gain will be minus G2, G3 and H2. Now next is third single loop here, that G4 and H1. So minus G4 H1, because H1 is negative. Now find whether another single loop is present or not. Here you are observing that this total loop, because here it is starting from here, that is this arrow. Again this arrow is present, after that this arrow, and it is completing here. Loop means starting and ending point is same. So fourth single loop is G5 into minus H1 and minus H2. Minus minus will become positive. So G5, H1, H2. So these are total, there are total 4 single loop in the given diagram. Now next step is find two non-touching loop. Third step is two non-touching loop. So it is represented by the letter L12. Here 2 stands for 2 non-touching loop and 1 stands for it is first 2 non-touching loop. So what is the meaning of 2 non-touching loop? Non-touching loop means they have the common node between that 2 loops are touching to each other. So find whether in this diagram 2 non-touching loops are present or not. So let's see here, that is G1, G2 and H3, G1, G2 and H3 and minus G4 and H1. So what is non-touching loop means? These 2 loops should not be touched to each other. So look at this. This is one loop and this is second loop. These 2 loops are not touching to each other. So these are the 2 non-touching loops. So take the product of gain, multiplication of the gain of that 2 loops. So first loop is G1, G2 and H3 is minus. So minus G1, G2, H3 and next is minus G4, H1. So total will become, these 2 minus sign will become positive. So G1, G2, G4, H1 and H3. Find whether another 2 non-touching loops are present or not. No, only 1 2 non-touching loop is present. Find whether there are 3 non-touching loop are present or not. 3 non-touching loop. Here no 3 non-touching loops are present, that is 0. Now after that, next step is find del. So del is nothing but 1 minus all single loop, that is L11 plus L21 plus L31 plus L41. Next sign is positive, after minus sign is positive. Next is 2 non-touching loops. So here is L12. So what is the value of this L11? That is minus G1, G2, H3 plus L21 is minus. So this will become minus G2, G3, H2. This plus sign also become minus because of this minus G4, H1. After that, fourth is G5, H1, H2 plus L12 is nothing but G1, G2, G4, H1, H3. So finally the value of del will be as beside the bracket the sign is negative and inside, because of that this negative sign will become positive after coming out of the loop, because negative will become positive. So this will become 1 plus G1, G2, H3 again plus G2, G3, H2 again plus G4, H1, and this will become minus because here minus is present and here plus is present. Minus G5, H1, H2 and this term as it is G1, G2, G4, H1, H3. So this is the value of del. After that next step is del 1, because forward path, as there are 2 forward paths are present, the del value will be 2, that is del 1, del 2. So del 1 will be 1 minus loop that not touches the path F1, loop that not touches path F1, as it is del 1, so we have to consider F1. So this value will become 1 minus, here look at the diagram, is there any loop is present that does not touch the path, this path from this? No, all loop touches this path, so the value of this is 0. So 1 minus 0 is 1. Generally the value of this is 0 because single loop touches the forward path, means at least one loop is present there that touches the forward path. So in general maximum time this value is 0. Now next is del 2, same 1 minus loop that not touches path F2, because we are finding del 2, so we have to take the path F2, that is 1 minus 0. Here again for this path all loops are touching. So that's why 1 minus 0 is 1. And finally put all the value in our final equation, that is transfer function is equal to f1 del 1 plus f2 del 2, because at the top summation of fi del I is present. So as there are two forward paths, summation will become up to f1 del 1, f2 del 2. If there are three paths, then the value will become f1 del 1 plus f2 del 2 plus f3 del 3 and finally del. So f1 is nothing but, what is f1? This is g1, g2, g3, g4. So write this, because del 1 is 1, so multiplication with this will become g1, g2, g3, g4 plus f2 is g1, g5 and del 2 is 1. So multiplication of these two will be g1, g5 into 1. And del is nothing but the all these value, that is 1 plus g1, g2, h3 plus g2, g3, h2 plus g4, h1 minus g5, h1, h2 plus g1, g2, g4, h1, h3. So this is the final answer of our transfer function, that is transfer function of above signal flow graph. So it is very simple. In exam you have definitely one question on this topic, that is find transfer function using Mason's gain formula. So it is very simple. If you follow the steps, then you will get the answer easily. For that you have to do the more practice on this example. So this is all about Mason's gain formula. In next lecture we will start our next unit, that is unit number 2. Thank you.